Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are in this world. This is Hejin Lee with a morning update for Bitcoin. Okay, here is a clean slate chart, daily price. And last night I had shown the Bollinger Bands and how price was coming out of this two standard deviation line. My mouse is back to having the same problem again. And I did nothing, goes back and forth, back and forth. But anyways, it's still outside the standard deviation. And I showed last night how when it goes towards the 3 standard deviation, which is probably around here, then likely what happens is it's like a rubber band being so stretched. It can't last in that extremity zone for a very long time. It's not sustainable. There has to be a reversion to the mean. Now, there are times when it can go to 4 standard deviations, even 5 standard deviations. But those are only for brief, momentary, lasting just hours to maybe minutes. The longest I've ever seen at a 5 standard deviation on a price extremity was maybe half a day. And that was about a year and a half ago on Facebook. As of now, still, price is outside, almost very close to the 2 standard deviation line, but it went all the way below to 6,000. If there is a mean reversion here, a bounce inside, by then the moving average will be somewhere around 9,000-ish or so. A recovery to 9,000 or so, maybe 10,000, could be expected. Now in this triangle, price came out of the bottom line. And if there is going to be any bounce, it needs to get back in ASAP. Price needs to get back inside that triangle ASAP. But also this bottom of this line touched briefly the apex, the point of the apex equivalency on the level of the apex. And I had presented a count, a micro count, and I had taken the wave 5 and subdivided this. So now I'll go to 4 hours. Let's see how it looks. So here looks like a bullish piercing. Price needs to get back in ASAP. So if this is 4 and this is wave 3, and we have been working on wave 5, we have clear 5 waves down. if this is going to be a bullwhip, we need this price back inside very quickly, given how stretched the price was beyond the two standard deviations. It's likely then that this will rise much higher than beyond this here, because the 20 day, the moving average for the Bollinger Band mean was at around 9,000 or so. And if that's the case, it should bring us back inside. That's what I'm trying to relay. And if this was a completed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, ABC, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, ABC, 1, 2, 3, 4, there could be a chance of one more lower low where 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but in the event that this is wave 4 going up, there could be one more lower low briefly. But I think it looks like we have 5 waves in for wave 5 of 5 as well. That being the case, let's see if the price retraces back in inside the wedge. The proximity to the apex line almost was right on. It sat right on the apex line. So let's see how the daytime price takes it. Let's see how, if these are the correct counts, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and if the 5 waves are in, we should see a bounce at least to somewhere in the middle of this. Well, if you look at support and resistance, right around 8,000 or 8,500 or so. All right. I hope this has been helpful. I know a lot of nerves are being rattled. It is during these corrections when one really has to take a perspective of the fact that a correction like this does not go forever. Every time we have a correction, people feel like this. So it's just a matter of seeing if we can identify potential bottoms and the bounces, and ideally look for a breach of the upper line. And from here, we start impulsing. I will likely also send out a midday update today as well. Thank you and have a good night. Good day, rather.